Let's go to the States now to join one of our very favourite outsiders, Ami Horowitz, who's there waiting for us. How are you, Ami? Great to see you.
Oh, I'm doing great. Pleasure to be here, guys.
Well, pleasure to have you here. A few years ago, and we showed this recently, and you talked to us about it, you did a great thing on campus where you raised money for Hamas, and we were astonished at how many people were prepared to fork out for Hamas. You've gone one better now this week. You've done an extraordinary video. I'll play a clip of it, a short cut down of it in a second, Ami. But you basically went out and decided to raise money, see if you could raise money for the Taliban on the Berkeley University campus. Here's what happened.
We're trying to raise money for the Taliban. We want to be able to train our fighters to fight back against American interests. There's a lot of weapons that were left there. We need money to train them how to use it against American forces, train them how to use weapons again, all the weapons that the U.S. left. We want to train our fighters to strike back against American interests around the world and in the homeland. Before America got there, we used it as a base to strike against America. We want to do that again.
Oh, interesting.
9/11 was a lesson, but they didn't learn their lesson from 9/11. We want to do that again like we did it in 2001.
$5.
$5?
Okay, that would be great.
$5? Yeah.
5 is, that would, if you could do that, it'd be great.
Sure, I'll do this.
Yeah, 5.
Like 10? I don't know, maybe $10? $10?
15 bucks.
Maybe like $15?
50 bucks.
50 bucks? Oh, dude. Come over here, buddy. Come over here, my brother.
The satire, Army, is just superb. I hope you got to keep the money as well. But talk us through the serious story behind your film there.
Well, sometimes I've got to remind you guys that I'm not a dude in a sweet suit who's dropping knowledge on Australia, but I get down and dirty with the left to show you exactly what these guys are all about, and this is a perfect example of that. So, to begin with, I'm not sure what part I was most offended with, that they were giving money to the Taliban to kill Americans, or they're wearing their masks outside. I'm not sure which one irritated me more.
I think both go to level of intelligence, but yeah.
But look, this is a very serious topic, obviously, and what I'm exposing is very serious and important for people to know about. Look, ultimately what I'm doing is I'm exposing the id of the hard left, right? I'm taking their political positions to the logical conclusion. And that's what we did here. And, you know, what we did, what you saw there, we were raising money for the Taliban to kill Americans. I couldn't have been more explicit. At one point I said to create a new 9/11. I could not have been more open and obvious of what the use of funds, the use of proceeds was going to be for. In fact, it was so bizarre and so disturbing that my camera guy, who is, you know, most of the camera guys way higher are left of center, he actually sent me a text after the first, 20, 30 minutes. He said, look, can you stop for a second? Let's go around the corner, let's have a conversation. I said, sure. And he goes, I don't understand. Are these actors? Are you punking me? And I said,
wow.
No, I don't understand what's happening. He couldn't process what he was seeing.
Jeez.
That's how disturbing and awful this is. And I want to be clear. Look, this is not just some isolated group of people, that say, hey, we hate America. This really identifies what the hard left is all about. They want to see the destruction of the United States of America because it offends them to their core. It is revenge for what they see as the original sins of this country. And that's exactly what we showed here in the video.